This is just a quick video about the pole of inaccessibility, or Point Nemo. It's right here. Now, you might have noticed there's some suspicious looking cat tracks for some sort of enormous underwater vehicle, yada yada yada. Okay, these are pathways that were scanned by doing ocean going ships using underwater sonar and other things. And you might have noticed, well, it looks like a road. Well, let's bring this up if the browser-based mapping software works. These are the presumed pathways. You may have noticed that exactly 90 degrees to the pathway of us going over the ocean with our sonar, we get these lines that go this way. Now, that can actually be a real thing. On the bottom of the ocean, you see features like this. But this can also be caused by you being on the surface of the water, dragging something as deep in the water as possible, and your sonar echolocation equipment is spraying signals north and south almost of you because you're going along this pathway and it can't see past a certain point. So these would be, in most cases, a shadow effect. As the ship passes over, the parallax view, if you want to call it that, allows it to pick up more detail behind whatever is blocking the sonar, but they get enough data that they're able to discern this pattern. This is an aberration caused by the equipment doing the scanning. Now, the reason I'm saying that, the reason I'm presuming it, is you might have noticed that all of these edges seem to be one direction and very consistent. Now, this could be a feature on the bottom of the ocean where there's plates meeting or sections that are pressing, or it could be an area where there's a lot of underwater currents going, causing this effect. But that can also be caused by the progression of a ship going over the surface and it ending up that way. Now, the only reason I know anything about this is seeing the same effect instead of X, Y, and Z being represented mostly as just a graph on a screen while using something to scan the bottom of a lake while fishing. It's a sonar system. It's almost the same thing. This could be a 3D representation of that same effect. Or not. I could be wrong. But I can't tell. And this may be an example of, well, whatever's close to you, you see in higher resolution, so you get more detail, but the further out, the more blurry it gets. Anyway, that's Point Nemo, and that is this feature. And all you have to do is look up the Point Nemo or other name for it, Wikipedia article link below, and you can go to this point in the map and see the same features. This is reproducible in most of them, and it does seem to indicate that. But then again, I could be completely wrong. Some features on the bottom of the ocean look exactly like this, and that's really what they look like. Sometimes it's an aberration. And this goes on for miles in each direction, almost exactly 5 miles. If you're not aware of it, if you're standing on the surface of the Earth and looking each direction, and if you're in someplace really, really flat, you can see almost exactly 3 miles out in each direction maximum. Or it might be 3 miles around you, so it's 1.5 miles each direction. But here we get something that's almost exactly 5 miles going in each direction. It's because the scanning equipment is above the surface of the bottom of the ocean. And this is like several miles deep out here. So we have a better point of view, better perspective, so we can see further using our sonar. So anyway, I'll just leave a link to this and the Wikipedia article. I just thought it'd be fun to do this subject. And give me your thoughts below about what you think is really causing this. Again, this could be a deliberate scan of a rift or crag underneath the ocean, or it could have been an aberration of how they do it. This is worth discussing, in my opinion. Maybe you have some thoughts. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. And no, it's not aliens.